All right, so it's the morning time. I got to be at work in an hour and a half, and I have to clean this up, walk my dog. So this is what it's gonna look. This is what it looks like now, and then I'll show you what it looks like after. Ready? Oh no! Oh no! All right, so that's what that looks like. As clean as I'm gonna get it right now. I just got stuff stays falling down over there. I'm gonna take care of that later. But clean countertop. Oh my God, that's dirty. I've got to clean that. That's embarrassing. I've never cleaned my wheels, not a single time. I didn't know that my phone had a selfie illumination feature. Just parts of the phone glow white. I don't think this is good resolution at all. My God, I hope that turns out better after when I'm editing than it does now. God, is that worse? Is that worse? Okay. I don't really have anything. I don't really have too much to say today. I'm pretty tired. But I am gonna. I don't know if I should tell a quick story. I feel like I got a couple stories in my life. Hold up. Right. So I'm gonna tell this story. There was one time. I'm in my apartment at the time. And I'm unpacking boxes. I had just moved to this apartment. We're like a week in. I'm unpacking boxes, and I had a bike lock, and I was opening up my bike lock with this knife that I got from a truck stop. And I didn't think this knife was going to be as sharp as it was, but this crafted work here, right? So I'm trying to cut open the zip tie with the knife in like the dumbest way possible, right? And so while I'm struggling to get this zip tie cut, I decide I'm gonna put all my brute force into this movement. So I'm holding the lock and I'm like, and I literally stab myself right in the hand with the most force that I've ever applied to myself with a sharp object, right? It was in my hand, and I took the knife out, and it never hurt. My body was in so much shock. I like it never hurt, but I knew it was bad. My hand's open. I'm bleeding profusely all over my apartment. I'm like, oh my God. I'm screaming, oh my God. Ah! Oh my God. And my lady, she's washing dishes at the time, and she's like, what's going on? I run past her and I'm rinsing off my open wound in the sink, getting blood everywhere. It was crazy, super unsanitary. Had to sanitize everything, right? We wrapped my hand up, and I don't have insurance. I'm probably never gonna be able to afford insurance. It's just not in the cards for me. All right, so I have to go to this clinic late at night, this emergency clinic, and I tell them, hey, I cut myself. I'm bleeding really badly. I need to see a doctor. And This was during COVID times. So I had to go in there by myself. I'm waiting. I'm distanced from everyone. And the front desk, they were like, okay, give us a second. And I have to like sign stuff with my good hand. I'm bleeding out. Sign stuff with my good hand. And I'm waiting. I waited for about 45 minutes. I'm bleeding out on their floor. And I say bleeding out, I'm not dying. Not yet at least. But like I'm like bleeding, leaking all over their floor. And once the puddle of blood gets big enough, then one of them goes, "Oh, you're really bleeding." And I'm like, "Yeah, I didn't just come here to hang out with you guys, you know? We're not friends." And so they come see me. They then expedite a doctor over, which I guess they were ready the entire time. But, you know, people don't appreciate or respect or care about other people anymore. So that's just kind of what was going on. And I get my stitches, and it's like it was described as a hand laceration, and it was probably the most hardcore injury I think I've ever had, based off of like seriousness and description. Hand laceration was an amazing way to put it. And that's it. Well, thank you for sticking through my story if you got this far. I'm gonna go to sleep. So feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned with these videos if you want to. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Have a good night.